Elon Musk just trolled CNN into saying perhaps the most hilarious thing that has ever been broadcast on their network. As everyone's aware, many of the DOGE employees are consisting of young tech wizards, particularly the one who went by the handle of Big Balls, which really upset many in the media, although they were obsessed with repeating his name over and over and over again. And then they got more upset when they learned that the 19-year-old has a State Department email address now, since, well, he is a, member of the DOGE team. And so Elon Musk then changed his Twitter name to Harry Balls. And then CNN took the bait and did this.
Disruptor-in-chief Elon Musk, who apparently has adopted the alias, at least he changed his social media handle to Harry Balls, tweeted this morning, "Democracy in America is being destroyed by judicial coup. An activist judge is not a real judge."
Hopefully we'll get another compilation like this tonight of Elon Musk's new pseudonym.
Young computer whizzes, the aforementioned Big Balls.
Because who among us doesn't feel better about big balls in charge of American air traffic control?
Yeah. And every day now, the Marxist Democrats are organizing their foot soldiers to hit the streets to complain about DOGE, the Department of Government Efficiency, making the government more efficient, cutting wasteful and ridiculous, insane programs.
Their live event as we are taking a look out of Washington, D.C. as Democrats are protesting the Department of Government Efficiency. That's coming up next. Stay with us.
So the official Democrat Party platform now is that they want the government to stay inefficient. So the new buzzword is constitutional crisis. Saving Americans countless billions of dollars in fraud and waste is a danger to our democracy.
We are 3 weeks into the second Trump presidency, 3 weeks, and tonight there are warnings that the U.S. is dangerously close to a constitutional crisis. Now, the first shoe on this dropped when a federal judge today said the White House is defying his order to unfreeze billions of dollars in federal aid, marking the first time that we've had a judge expressly accuse the Trump administration of ignoring a court ruling. And in a separate case today, federal employees here in Washington told a judge that the administration was defying another order by not reinstating workers who had been put on leave.
The president is the senior-most executive of the government. He can fire any government employee he wants to. Here's one of the latest posts from the DOGE Twitter account. Today, the Department of Agriculture terminated 18 contracts for a total of $9 million, including contracts for Central American Gender Assignment Consultant Services, Brazil Forest and Gender Consultant Services, and the Women in Forest Carbon Initiative Mentor Program. Many are also upset with Elon because he's been calling out the dangerous and systemic anti-whiteism in South Africa, particularly being spewed by this whack job. But standing up for white people, even just not wanting white farmers in South Africa to be killed, is considered to be white supremacy to the liberal lunatics.
Elon is over in South Africa, threatening Ramaphosa, the president of South Africa.
First of all, he's not over in South Africa. He's posting on Twitter, on X, about it.
And telling him, we are coming in here, I'm going to create a whole battery factory. But you guys work to get something, I believe in your constitution, that says that the black South Africans and people who we fought for to get rid of apartheid now can have 30% in all of the foreign businesses that come in. Elon Musk said, I'm going to build a battery factory. I want you to get rid of that 30%. And so we said no. And so I've talked with the ambassador from South Africa. They're fighting, they're struggling. But guess what happened? Trump announced that they're going to get rid of all the foreign aid if he doesn't do it.
Yes. And this is an image from Google Maps. Notice that the former Gulf of Mexico has been properly renamed in accordance with President Trump's executive order as the Gulf of America. Trump derangement syndrome from those in the media is off the charts. Little Brian Stelter posted this. think about it. A year ago, you could go days without seeing or thinking about Joe Biden. Now you're lucky if you can go hours without thinking about President Trump. He's inescapable, and that's just how he likes it. Today, the Super Bowl is also the Trump Bowl. Imagine not being able to go about your day without being horrified by thoughts of President Trump every few hours, and then posting about that publicly for the world to see. Obviously, little Brian is watching too much clown news because all they do is complain about Donald Trump 24/7. Although sometimes their chief statistician can't help but admit the obvious.
CBS News out with a new poll showing that Americans seem to be liking what they're seeing. But it's a mixed bag.
Yeah, I mean, look, but it's not just CBS. You know, I like to take an average of the polls. And holy smokes, I mean, look at what the difference is between now versus 8 years ago during the first Trump term, right? This is Trump's net approval rating on February 10th. You go back to 2017, Trump was already underwater at -5 points on the net approval rating. That's approval minus disapproval. What a difference 8 years makes. He's on the positive side of the ledger at +4 points. And again, it's not just the CBS News poll. We're talking about the Gallup poll. We're talking about the Ipsos poll. Yes. We are talking about the Pew poll. All of these respective pollsters have Trump in a better position now than they did 8 years ago. The bottom line is Americans are far more likely to say they like what they're seeing now versus what they felt during Trump's first term.
That's right, because we are tired of our tax dollars being wasted on anything, especially on funding illegal aliens to invade and then live in our country. And in case you missed my previous video this morning, DOGE is discovering who it is in FEMA that has been paying for the illegal aliens to stay in 5-star hotels in places like Manhattan and really all across the country, and they're being fired. And it's in honor of DOGE that I released the promo code DOGE, which you can use at my online store, markdice.com, to get free shipping on anything for the rest of this week. So be sure to stock up on your Liberal Tears mugs, which are available in 3 different sizes, and get some of your classic shirts, like the Trump Fight shirt, the Christ is King, Liberalism Find a Cure, Trumpomania, or any of my awesome designs, all available in a t-shirt, long sleeve, and a hoodie, and a whole bunch of different colors as well. So head on over to markdice.com or click the link in the description below and check them out.